So, welcome to the 13th video. Today I'm going to talk about people that have survived redundancy and also people that have returned from furlough, and how, as a company, you can help multiple people and those kind of people within your workforce. So, it's been a bit of a crazy year. There's been lots of restructure. There's been lots of redundancy and layoffs. There's been lots of kind of long-term furlough, as it were, and this creates a lot of doubt and uncertainty. Work plays a really, really important part in our lives. A real big role in our life. A sense of purpose, a sense of belonging. It creates structures and boundaries. I work a lot of my clients. I'm working with how to recreate those at home. How do you recreate the kind of travel time and the time of your thinking time, and also, how meetings would have worked, normally in the workplace. How do they work now? We're all kind of mainly remote. It also gives us a creative outlet, and, I think there's been a little bit of a lack of that in this year. And when we experience new things, that equals happiness. So if there's less serendipity, if there's less kind of new experiences, then people's obviously it's going to be a little bit dampened, their enjoyment of work. So those people that have returned from furlough and those people that have survived layoffs, they are going to be experiencing lots of challenges. They're going to feel out of touch, if they've been away for a few months. They're going to feel, increased doubts and imposter syndrome. What have they missed out on? And then remember, I think a survey I shared recently, 2/3 of employees that have felt unsupported this year are strongly considering leaving next year. So what can you do? So I'm going to just talk about a few of the feelings that are obviously arriving from people, and how coaching can help with those. So if you have 5, 10, 20, 30 people you need coaching at work, I can talk you through how I could coach those people and get them through this situation. So there's a guilt in surviving. There's a guilt, the fact that your friends and colleagues have kind of left, and you have to accept that there's going to be an emotional response. Now, the great thing about having a third-party coach come in is that it's a safe space for them to talk about those things, and a coach can help offer reflection and different perspectives, on that kind of feeling. Some people are feeling a little bit cheated because they're having to do a larger workload because there's less people around. And a coach can help work with efficiency and effectiveness and kind of reducing procrastination, and kind of make people more productive. Obviously, a lot of, these times are affecting people's mental well-being. And, there's anxiety around redundancy and then future rounds of redundancy. A coach can help, put that kind of doubt to one side and make the best of now. How to tackle difficult conversations, how to stop that stuff being bottled up and have a kind of outlet for those difficult conversations to happen, but maybe in a more measured and kind of, just a more measured way, really. And then there's travel anxiety. Now, I've been into London lots of times, but I was a bit anxious before the first time back, and now I know it's fine. There's plenty of distancing, and I realise how great it is to be back in and having face-to-face meetings. So a coach can help, be supportive. They can be a cheerleader. They can kind of listen to your staff. There's often a lack of or a loss of motivation. Coaching is all about forward momentum. Totally. That's what it's about. It's kind of unblocking blocks and how you kind of get forward. And, so that motivational kind of unblocking those blocks is all about what a coach can do. Another thing that's happening, obviously, there's a bit of a rumour mill. So how can a coach, pull the handbrake on that kind of rumour mill, and kind of stop that getting out of hand, where people's imposter syndrome or the saboteur inside their head kind of tell them that things are happening when really they're not. And then, there is, reduced loyalty, in situations where there's been some layoffs, and coaching is proven to increase loyalty, because you're effectively investing in your staff. So what are some of the practical challenges? A coach can help. There will be a loss of mentors, a loss of confidence, and coaching can be a space to kind of encourage mentoring, networking. Who can you talk to get to the next step? Zoom gloom. We're not built to stare into a screen for 8 hours a day, and a coach can help you find different solutions for that. I've worked with a lot of people in the last few weeks where you're going, does it have to be a video? Can it be a call? Can you identify the traits of the people you're working with? Are they introverts, extroverts? And set some of these meetings for 20 minutes. And I think people have had lots of success with that. And all of a sudden, we don't have to fill an hour. There's longer days being happening. Microsoft released some data about kind of no lunch breaks. I've got clients that walk and swim and kind of get out, and it's great strategic thinking time. But it also enables you to have more focus and productivity throughout the day working with a coach. I encourage mine, shorter, smaller sprints, more focus on one, rather than multitasking, which is thought to be great, actually focusing on individual chunks of time and little sprints. It gives better quality work. There's also a loss of connection with colleagues. So what can you do? It's just some practical tips that I've read online. It's all about communication. Radical transparency, trying to let your staff know, that they're safe for a few months, or that there's nothing coming as far as about, but, communicating people that are leaving, and celebrating what they achieved. Airbnb was a really, really nice example of that. And then how can you involve the survivors and helping build what the future looks like? Can you have them be part of that? So a bit of a long one today. And yeah, I'll do a little pay it forward in the details below. Ollie and his new agency. But yeah, DM me if you'd like me to come in. I do day rate coaching. I can come in to your companies and coach P over the course of, a day or spread out across a month, and do that and coach multiple people, and to kind of really, let them know that they're being supported. All right. Thanks. Have a good week. Bye.